All right, y'all. I'm not sure if y'all can hear me or not. But what I'm hoping to do here is start talking about the Baltimore Ravens. Um, Let me give you a little backstory of how I became a fan of the Ravens. All right. Um, it all started with Madden '07. Yes, I mean we all have our own stories of how we became Ravens fans, and mine might be a little different from everybody else's, but um, how it happened was me and my brother would grind Madden '07 all the time, man. Um, my guys were Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. They both played Madden '07, right? I loved hitting people with Ray Lewis, man. He would just, I mean, I just loved every time my brother would run the ball, I just loved coming up Ray Lewis and knocking it out of him, and knocking the hell out of him. Excuse my language. I always enjoyed playing with Ed Reed and Ray Lewis in that Baltimore defense. All right. So I continued to play Madden '07, and then is in 2012, 2013. You know, I was listening to the radio, and I had a sister and her husband liked to watch the Super Bowl at the time, right? And so I had heard on the radio that the Baltimore Ravens and Niners were going to be playing. Mind you, I hadn't been watching any games up to this point. But I heard that they were going to be playing, right? And it's going to be a battle of the brothers, Jim Harbaugh and John. I botched their name very badly, but you get where I'm going. It was going to be a brother versus brother fight, right? And I was like, oh, that's great. So I sat down and I watched the game, and I just fell in love with them, that defense and everybody that they had, and that's kind of that's what got it all started for me. And I've been a Ravens fan ever since. I'm very active on Twitter. I could drop my handle in the description or whatever, leave a link to it. But I'm very active on Twitter. I love talking about my Ravens. I'm a huge Ravens fan, and what I'm really hoping to do here is just start talking about them and start using YouTube as an outlet, to interact with people who are fellow Ravens fans, and just to get my voice out there and just start talking about teams that I'm very passionate about, players that I'm very passionate about, especially Lamar Jackson. That's my guy, man. Uh, I wasn't, I came in towards kind of the tail end of Joe Flacco's career or time with the Ravens. I started watching more Ravens games when Flacco was still there. And let me tell you, every Sunday, it was like just a roller coaster of emotions every Sunday. You'd be up here at one point, and you'd be way down here, and then you get back up here, and then by the end of the game, if we were lucky to win that game, we were all the way back down here. Um, so I mean, and I watched I think it was maybe the 2017. Uh, I'm not quite sure, but I remember seeing Le'Veon Bell back when he was playing for the Steelers extend his arm out, get that touchdown, and I believe it. I believe that's when the Steelers won the AFC North and probably knocked us out of the playoffs. But like I said, every season that we had with Joe Flacco, towards the end, it was always an up and down, a roller coaster of emotions. But ever since Lamar Jackson took over, you know, last season, every Ravens fan will say the same thing as I'm saying. That was an anomaly. We're not used to that, just coasting through and not having to worry about anything. Just knowing that our team is gonna win every Sunday or every game they play, they were gonna win. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all a background to who I was. Um, just one additional detail. Um, I'm from Scott County, Tennessee. I know none of y'all probably heard of this county, but it's a small county, not a whole lot to do here. And you know, so like I said, I figured I would just use YouTube as a way to get my voice out here. And if it ends up working out for me, then I may continue to proceed in doing this. Um, but like I said, this is an introduction video to me and how I became a Ravens fan. And at some point, I will end up doing a video of my thoughts on Lamar Jackson and the whole Ravens team and organization after the Bills loss. So, if this if this gets out to anybody, just be looking for that video. But I thank you guys, and I'll see you soon, hopefully.